Well, 10 days after Congress missed the deadline to come up with a deal on student loan interest rates, it looks like lawmakers are ready to sit down and broker a deal. Now, as a reminder, interest rates doubled on July 1st from 3.4% to 6.8%. But here's what the tentative agreement would do. Interest rates would be tied to a 10-year Treasury bond, meaning that for Stanford student loans, students would pay the Treasury rate plus 1.8%. For Federal Parent Plus loans, interest rates would be tied to that 10-year yield plus 4.5%, and all interest rates would cap at 8.25% for undergraduate students. So, does this agreement solve the problem and get America's higher education system back on track? Well, for more, I'm joined by Richard Fowler, a nationally syndicated radio host, and Natalia Abrams. She's the co-founder of the Student Debt Crisis. Natalia, I would like to start with you. Now, as the co-founder of the Student Debt Crisis, are you happy with this tentative deal that we are now hearing about?
Not at all. This is a last-minute a last-minute fix that we were actually unaware of until this morning. You know, yesterday the breaking news was they came to no deal, and this morning, here, behold, we have this deal that none of us wanted. We are expecting future students to continue to pay the price. It does not make sense why interest rates would not be 0.75 the way that Elizabeth Warren talks about, the same rate that the banks borrow at. Yes, it's okay for the next couple of years, but it's already projected in 2016 that graduate students will start to pay more than what they're paying now. So we do not think this is a great fix at all, and we also don't think that this deals with the existing $1 trillion that's currently out there.
Now, Richard, this idea is similar to ones that both Republicans and Democrats were putting out before the July 1st deadline. So my first question to you is, why now?
Well, I agree with you. I think, and I agree with Natalia, I think the fact that the president put a plan out that would make students subjected to the market was bad. The fact that Republicans put out a plan that would make students subjected to the market, that's also bad. And the fact that the federal government is slated to make $51 billion off of this is also bad. So it's like students are in the negative going into the trillions and trillions of dollars of debt, and the federal government happens to be making $51 billion in profit to cut down, to get rid of our so-called deficit. So I think the problem that we have here is there's no consensus on the Hill to solve this problem, and unfortunately, while there is no consensus on the Hill, and while people are more concerned about raising campaign cash, the American students continue to suffer.
And Natalia, a lot of people talk about this